Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to my session. Today I'll be talking about the evolution of customer interaction on a pioneering telecom website in a developing country. I'll introduce myself first. My name is Ishika Nazneen. I'm a Drupal developer and I have a total 9 years of experience. I'm currently working as a software engineer at Accelerant. Previously, I worked as a senior developer at Mir Infosystems. I am available at LinkedIn, and my email address is ishika07@gmail.com. Now let's move to the overview of today's session. The case study focuses on the largest telecom company in Bangladesh, serving a large user base in this developing country. As a backend developer, I witnessed the site's evolution from Drupal 6 to Drupal 9 to customers' needs and changes, adapting to customers' needs and changes over time. So the key points includes challenges faced during customer transformation, utilizing techniques such as progressive web apps, accelerated mobile pages or AMPs, and advanced design tech methods to overcome these challenges and improve user experience. So the telecom company initially launched its website on Drupal 6. It was pure informational platform, and it lacked interactive elements. The site primarily displayed products and services, along with instruction on how to purchase them via USSD codes through mobile phones. It was neither mobile responsive or not multilingual. As you can see in the graph, there was a sharp rise in internet usage post-2010, and to address this change, a revamp plan was made, and in 2014, the revamped version of the website was launched. And in the revamped version, the focus was integrating the self-care services. It included purchase of data, voice packages, along with balance recharges. User could see their personal usage information and other usage information through the self-care dashboard. It also included single sign-on and customer feedback features. Some design upgrades were also made, mobile responsive design and a custom theme tailored for feature phones. Now let's discuss the challenges faced, and strategies to adopted to solve them. The first challenge was use of older technologies. About 42% of 83.87 million subscribers use smartphones. So more than half of the population still use the feature phones. It was challenging, and to make sure that this portion of people can still use the website, we made a custom theme which works for feature phone. And there is another challenge, that is use of outdated browsers, including default browsers on PCs that are not kept up to date. And to tackle these challenges, we ensured browser compatibility during development, did extensive QA. We also used tricks like browser-specific styles and CSS hacks to ensure consistent rendering across different browsers. We also made sure the appropriate messages are there. For example, in the browsers, in some pages, we had video players, and those are not supported by all the browsers. So we ensured that some appropriate messages are there, like please update your browser to play the video, or to update your browser to a specific version to play the video. The second challenge is it had a large user base. During peak time, there was like 1K TPS. And to handle such a large volume of traffic, we integrated CDN, Varnish Cache, and Load Balancer to distribute traffic and improve performance. And since the majority of the users were comfortable with native language, we made sure the website was multilingual. The most challenging part was the limited internet connectivity. Bangladesh, like many other developing countries, faces internet connectivity issues like low bandwidth, unstable connections, high latency significantly impact the performance and user experience of the web pages. To minimize these effects, in addition to optimizing for low bandwidth environments and adopting mobile-first design approach, progressive web apps and AMP was utilized. So let's discuss about the progressive web app. Progressive web app allows your websites to function reliably regardless of the network conditions. It offers features like offline access, push notifications, and low data usage, allowing users for a seamless user experience even in areas with limited internet connectivity. Here you can see after integrating PWA, users can see an appropriate message like you're offline, even when they lose internet connection. Instead of seeing a error page, the appropriate message is conveyed through the interface. Also, PWA allows an app-like behavior by adding add to home screen pop-up. Another approach we took to was to create AMP version of the web pages. We listed down the most visited pages of the web and made the AMP version of the pages. So AMP stands for Accelerated Mobile Pages. It used some techniques to load a page instantly, and it used some elements like AMP HTML, AMP JavaScript, AMP CDN, and AMP cache. So AMP HTML are optimized HTML, which reduces load time, and only one HTTP request is sent when the page loads. AMP JS uses asynchronous JS, allowing page to load before all the elements are ready. And AMP CDN ensures delivery of the contents from global servers via faster routes. AMP cache ensures efficient preloading of the pages. The next challenge was limited digital literacy. So most of the people are not tech savvy, and they are reluctant to use online transactions. And to encourage them or to ensure more engagement, we used push notification to send customized messages. For example, we used Firebase-based customized notification system where we could we could generate custom messages and send them to the users even when the users are not visiting the website. Through this push notification, here you can see the notification. Through this notification, we could click, a user can click on the notification and directly visit the purchase funnel. We made some design upgrades to assist users with limited digital literacy as well. You can see in the latest design, we made sure the color contrast, color ratio, font size, and other things are as per accessibility guidelines. The information architecture were simplified as well to help the users with limited digital literacy. And another approach was taken was distraction-free sales funnel. It is a minimalistic approach to keep the users focused on the purchase page. You can see in the page, there is no other information there, only the information regarding the purchase, so that users cannot be distracted and navigate to other pages. Instead of a detailed header, we replaced it with a simplified header with only back button, logo, and steps, so that user gets focused on the purchase journey itself. So the purchase journey contains several steps. At first step, the user enters the MSISDN, which is the user's mobile number. After entering the mobile number, a PIN is generated and sent to the user's phone. And if the PIN is valid, then the purchase is completed successfully, and the request successful page is displayed. So this is how the purchase journey works at the back end. So it starts with when user enters the MSISDN through the front end. And the MS ISDN is collected by the web application, and a post request is generated to generate the OTP, and the request is sent to the CRM. CRM is the third-party API which is responsible for generating OTP and activating purchase request, activating packages. So after generating the OTP, it is sent back to the web application. The web application then stores the OTP in the database. Another OTP is sent from the CRM to the user's mobile phone. After receiving the OTP, the user enters the OTP via the second step. The OTP is then collected by the web application, and it is compared with the one in the database. If the OTP matches and if it's correct, it is an activation request is generated and passed to the CRM. CRM then checks the user's balance. If there's enough balance, the CRM activates the package and notifies the CMS or the web application. And based on that, the web application displays the appropriate message. If there is less balance or not enough balance, CRM also notifies the web application. Based on that notification, based on the status, the web application generates a page. And this page contains not enough balance information, and it also lets user to recharge and then purchase the package. If the user decides to recharge and then purchase the package, they select that option and goes to the web application. The web application then generates a request and redirects the users to the payment gateway. The payment gateway, in the payment gateway, user completes payment, and if the payment is successful, the user is again redirected back to the web application. The web application then generates a internet package activation request to the CRM. After the function, the CRM notifies the web application. The web application stores the data, and based on the data, it generates a success page and fail page. And if the purchase was success, the success page is shown, and if it was failed, the fail page is shown. This is how the purchase journey ends. The final launch of the project was completed using Drupal 9, converting the monolithic architecture to a decoupled one. The front end is built with React. The decoupled approach was chosen because of its enhanced performance and faster development cycles. After making the website decoupled, you can see the backend is and front end is detached from the front end. The front end is responsible for collecting the information from the users and making a request to the web application. Web application is generally responsible for storing the data and connecting and sending requests to the CRM. CRM is responsible for generating the OTP and activating the internet packages. So this is how the purchase journey works in decoupled scenario. So now let's discuss the challenges in online purchase journey. So as we discussed that there is a frequent internet outrage that we face. So what happens during a typical purchase flow? The user enters MS-ISDN, then user is redirected to the payment gateway. Then in the payment gateway, user completes the payment. After completing the payment, the user is again redirected to the web application. And the web application then activates the package by requesting the CRM. What happens in an interrupted purchase flow? User submits the MS-ISDN and redirected to the payment gateway. And in the payment gateway, the user completes the payment. But before redirecting to the web server, the connection gets lost. So what happens? User pays the amount, but the internet package is not gets activated due to the connectivity issue. To solve this issue, we developed a custom API, And this API was at web applications end, and it was given to the payment gateway. So when a user completes a payment, within some time, the payment gateway sends a request to the this particular API. If the package is already activated, then the purchase flow is normal. If the package is not activated already, the web application activates the pack. So this is how the issue is addressed. So that would be all. Any question? Thank you. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, so I just wanted to know that the payment gateway that you mentioned, so is that something that was integrated in Drupal? There was any payment gateway integration that was done considering Bangladesh being a development country, you integrated a payment gateway. So was it calling an API or there was an integration done within the Drupal website only?
It was an external API. So the request was made from the website, Drupal website. The API is in outside, not within the Drupal website. It's outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
And considering, because it's a developing country, you did multiple iterations from starting from Drupal 6,
Yeah.
you did a migration. So did it need any kind of, because I saw that there was a literacy issue as well when it comes to Bangladesh. So did it have any kind of knowledge base that, okay, this is how you should use the website? Because when you give a new and fresh look, I'm not sure how an end user will take it. So was there any kind of that kind of challenges that you faced when you had to literate the end customers?
Yes. So to do that, we actually provided all the information in Bengali. So the most of the users are comfortable with their native language, and wherever possible, we provided appropriate notes in Bengali so that they can understand. We even developed a custom theme from featured phone button phones, so they can access and get necessary information. So yeah, these kind of steps we have taken.
Okay, that helps. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time.